Now, men have been urged to open up about their feelings. Delegates at a men's conference in Zeerust in the northwest say if men don't talk, they'll resort to violence or taking their own lives. They say anxiety and depression are finally being acknowledged as more than women's issues. All right, let's now bring in reporter Refilwe Seboko. Refilwe, what are the discussions that have been taking place at the conference?
The discussions, Clement, it's around issues of suicide. We've seen reports previously and even recently where the South African Depression and Anxiety Group indicating that men commit suicide more than women. The discussion is also around divorce, being abused in relationships and marriage, being unemployed as a man, being a single father because maybe the mother has passed on or the parents has divorced and therefore the father is raising kids alone. And in this case, some of the discussions were revolving around issues of mental health, men's health, but mental health in particular being the focus. This is why I'm joined by one of the speakers today, Asaf Pelwane. Thank you so much and welcome to Newzroom Afrika. Your presentation today, what will be the focus during this men's conference?
Okay, thank you very much, Fifi. My presentation today will be focusing on what men are. What really men are. Men should understand themselves as to their feelings. We would like them to go look into their inner feelings, to know inner selves, to know who they are, what are they made of, and why they do the things that they do in life. Why they feel the way they feel, and further on to try to make them understand women, because I think the major problem that we have is that we don't understand each other in relationships. That's why there are so many fights, there are so many killings and so forth.
And why do you think men, from a man's perspective, why is it that men find it difficult to talk about their feelings, to be vulnerable, to find a safe space to be able to deal with issues that are affecting them?
Yeah, I think for far too long we have made it difficult for men to create a dialogue where men can sit around the table and talk about themselves. Some of the reasons are that you tell somebody about your feelings. You know, there's that empathy that you get from men. But after some times when men are happy, they've got this tendency of just talking about confidential things that you've spoken to them about. I think that's where the problem lies. But then I think the sitting of this nature make it easy for men, because we are all here and we are all talking. It makes it easy for us to talk about issues that really affect our lives, everyday lives.
And how does an event like this conference, we know for the longest time it was an imaginary thing, men's conference, seeing it on social media during Valentine's month and stuff. But how important is it to host discussions like this, and how will it change things, when we're looking at issues of gender-based violence amongst others?
Yeah, I think it's very, very important. I attended one event of this nature in the past, and where men are seated speaking, being men alone, they are free to speak about their issues. Now, the issue here with men is usually men would think, I'm in this alone. This problem is the biggest problem one can ever have in life. But then when you sit around and other people, when they talk about problems that they are going through, you start realizing, okay, I'm not alone. We all have got problems. And the problem that I've been having, I've been thinking that I'm having, is a very minor thing as compared to what other people are going through. So if we talk about problems that we're going through on a daily basis, we ease the burden that's on the shoulders of others to say, hey, I'm having a very serious problem. They realize, okay, no. With respect to what other people are going through, I don't have much of a problem. Then they know, I can soldier on. My life is normal. It's like other people. I don't have bigger problems than I've been thinking.
Thank you so much for your time, Clement. This discussion is very much important, seeing that also October, it is Mental Health Awareness Month, and the discussions that are being held here, they are very important. I need to release my guest because he's about to make his presentation. Also, because there are some issues that men are uncomfortable to talk about in front or during the presence of women, we've been kicked out. We won't be attending the better part of this conference or discussions because there are issues that they would want to talk about among themselves, and when that time comes, we will be kicked out.
All right, Refilwe Seboko, thank you.